afternoon. Sorry for my garb, I just got done mowing. But today I'm going to be changing the battery in this GoPro Session 5. I've watched a lot of videos about it, so hopefully we can get that done. I'll try to do it in real time so you can see what it takes. I've never done it before, but SD card's out. My door is off. I've just pulled it off. Now we're going to use some heat to heat it up. Kevlar gloves, because it's going to get hot. So hopefully my battery lasts me a while. So hopefully the battery lasts in this GoPro to where I can get this thing out of here. I got to heat this whole perimeter up. Oh, you know what? I gotta get this cover off here first. Hang on a minute, I'll be back in a little bit. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I figured out what size these screws are. They're a T5. Very, very small. Very, very small. But, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I only got 2 screws to take out. All the other ones are gone. I think I'm going to have to order me a new lens. I think she'll just pop off there. Got an O-ring in there. That was why I took this off, because I didn't want to melt the O-ring. If I can get it out of there. Here we go.
How about this one?
Now this thing should be ready to come off of there.
You don't like these?
Well, if you had a blue or maybe.
Blue. I did see a blue. Oh, here it is. There's a blue one.
I have to clean that up good before we put it back in there. Anyway, let's get our hot gloves on here. And we're going to heat it up around this edge here in the front. Try to pry it off of there. We'll see how long it takes. If it takes a long time, I'll speed this video up. And right now it says 3:32 on the PM. I'm wearing Kevlar gloves, so I mean it's getting warm, but it's not like super hot. Not yet anyway. Hopefully I won't mess anything up here. We'll see what happens. Just step out of the way so I don't melt anything else. I don't think we got anything going yet, but let's find out. Over there. I think we need just a little bit more. Almost got it though. Getting there.
Great things about consumer cellular. They're 100%
there we go.
US-based customer service is also 100%.
There we go.
You don't have to. You don't have
we
to
got it.
To a bunch of robots. Just
you see that?
in America.
We got it.
Yeah, I think it's mad at us.
We lost something there though, didn't we? That's the button off the top of there. I may have just screwed that up.
Every great story is born from the details. Our spring water.
But we're after the battery right now, so that's what we're going to concentrate on.
And bottled for the perfect taste.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Is as iconic as the stories that inspire us. Saratoga.
You gotta be careful when you pull that button off of there. I'm gonna let it cool off before I do anything. So it took roughly 3 minutes to get that thing heated up enough, which wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be.
Alex and Christian are both great competitors. That doesn't always translate to
Dang
a
it,
smooth
I broke the
workplace.
button off of there.
Productivity around here, not smooth.
That's too bad.
Excuse me 1 second, guys.
That's really too bad.
When did you get me a coffee?
I could probably glue that back on, huh? What do you think? I think I just broke the clips off of it. What had happened?
They don't know the first thing about you. Or Walmart Plus.
You can get me a pair of tweezers, maybe.
Get free delivery on more than just groceries.
But I gotta let it cool off anyway, so and get some super glue on this and maybe get it back in there. What do you think? I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit and then I'll be back and we'll do the battery. Alright, well, here's the battery I got. Hopefully it'll work.
You want to take control for me?
Sure, I'll take control. Well, go. Yeah, it's me, the old school.
I heard these things do work, so hopefully we'll be alright.
Smurfs are kind of a blueprint for a better world, which is why the Smurfs are teaming up with UN's Act Now campaign and
Seems like I may have to give me a wire stripper though. They're pretty long.
Speaking out because everyone, every child, has the right to be heard. The power to create change is already inside you.
I think they'll work out alright. It's not the right battery that was shown in the picture, but see if we can get this thing off of here without breaking anything.
I just got a text from my sister today. Do you remember her neighbor, Rick?
Yeah, isn't he the guy in his 70s still running marathons?
Not anymore.
What happened?
Oh, just like that.
Wow, he seemed to be in such good shape.
Looks like it's got double-sided tape.
We're not beginning life insurance conversation, are we?
No, we're having
I think I might keep that
colonial period conversation.
and
We're
use
doing
it
a 995 plan today.
again.
Is it time for you to call about the 995 plan? I'm John.
Well, it's rolling up into a ball, so I doubt I'll be able to use it again.
Sometimes we just need a reminder not to take today.
We'll figure something out. We'll use silicone or something.
Someone you know, or else.
But
That's why today
it's unstuck.
call for free information about Colonial Penn's 995 plan.
Call for your free
So let's get this solder.
important information you need. Plus,
You can see it's red, white, and black.
as well as a simple one-page application form. No
Red,
health
white, and
questions,
black.
guaranteed.
Red done. Black,
Miss Crump is a little more in line with my age.
white. Alrighty. I gotta get my wire strippers.
As long as she's in the family, I don't care if she's my wife or my mother.
I'll be back in a minute. I forgot to record the red and white going on, but I'm gonna
A lot of fellas have taken
go ahead and
advantage
record the
of
black. Oops, white
What
didn't
about
stick.
these new physical requirements? 5'8", 145 pounds. That's just new personnel, eh? Oh no, all decades.
Have you not been studying for what's happening?
Alright, I think we're okay on the solder here.
New season premieres Tuesday, July 8th at 8. Watch
They seem to be working okay.
Man, are you out of your mind? Stretch me? The answer is no. A big definite no. It's worth a try. Well, not with
Looks like it's
me.
powering on.
I mean, you're dealing with a delicate mechanism. It's crazy. The whole thing's just crazy.
No SD card. Battery looks like it's fully charged.
Will take care of
Well,
that.
I bet that part's possible, but that other deal, I mean, you start stretching the human body and something inside's gonna give, and it might be something important.
That's not going to record because there's no SD card.
The doctor would
But anywho, it powers on.
If there's any danger, now it's
So that's
worth a try.
good.
The least you can do is try.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't.
Isn't that cool?
So what do you say?
I think I got a good repair on it. What do you think?
All right.
Come on.
I think I got a good repair on it. We're going to,
We will serve our guests first.
what I'm going to do now is get this button put back on up here. I'm going to grab a little super glue. Put a little dab will do ya. And then I'll put this thing back together and we'll see what we got. See what we can do with this super glue. What do you think? Hopefully that'll stay. If not, we'll have to figure something else out. It's a little crooked in there, isn't it?
Eating chocolate pie.
Well, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit and then we'll be back. See what happens.
I'm trying to make it, what I feel.
But we know this battery's no good, so
So much this past week.
I think we're going to be alright.
Hold your breath and take
If this video's up on the interweb, then we know that it was a good fix. If not, then I won't. Just that easy.
$1,000 insurance
Alright, this old battery is a 1000 milliamp battery. And I could have swore I ordered a 1000 milliamp battery.
Now, look, a good deal.
But this one is 800.
Well,
I could have swore I ordered 1000
go spin
though.
around town, see the sights.
Let's see what I got going here. But I could be wrong.
Don't do that, Ollie.
See, the one I ordered actually even looks like this. Where'd it go? See there? It even looks like that. That's not what I got.
Now this is all new in through here.
That's not what I got.
Well, it doesn't look new. Well, it's new since you've been here, Nora.
Hey, test me.
Oh, I did order 800 milliamp. Oh, but the picture shows 1,000.
This over here. That's all new.
I got screwed.
See anything?
Well, that used to be all grass.
I got
Now it's all
screwed.
blacktop.
Talking about to the help with the gas work.
I'll see how this one goes. If it doesn't work, I'll get a new one. I don't have a problem changing it out now, so.
Well,
Look at that.
we were slow.
Vice President J.D. Vance sent me a text. Hopefully it'll take a charge and it'll work for a while.
Don't do that, but
But I got a feeling I'm going to be putting in a bigger battery eventually. So I'm going to get some little silicone and put it around the edge of this so we can seal it up again. See if we can get this thing put in there.
Now, let's all get sweet. It's getting late. Oh!
Alright.
Right in the pit of my bag.
So I'm going to go get me a little silicone and we'll get that put back together. We'll see if it takes a charge. I got this Dynaflex 230. I'm going to glue it with this. See how that goes. Making a mess of this too, huh? Making a mess of my fingers. I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to do it this way.
We'll say no more about it. Andy has to get his rest. But you do forget.
Should probably go get me a little clamp to put on there, huh? I think I will. I'm going to go get me a little clamp to put on that. And I'll let it dry out overnight.
To achieve resurrection. Hallelujah.
And we'll just charge it over. Well, while I have it clamped, I'm going to put a charge on it too and see if we can make it work tomorrow. But for right now, I got to go out to the garage and get me a clamp. Alright, we got a clamp on there. We're going to let it dry overnight and see what happens. We'll get the SD card put back in here.
Had his arm in my mouth. The other half he was dreaming he was riding a bicycle. All in all, I'd say it's one
Get
of
the
those
door
days
put back on there.
Sorry, I guess we're all a little keyed up, but it'll all work out. They're just here for a weekend.
Yeah, I guess we can stand our loved ones that long.
That works. I'll get this lens put back on tomorrow after I let this dry overnight. But I'm going to go hook a charger up to it now. It's in my computer room here. Yeah, we're charging. We're good. And I'll be back tomorrow when it's done charging and we'll see what happens. Alright, it is the next day. See if this thing works, huh? I had it charging for a while last night too, so. Got it turned on. See if it records. Nope, it shut back off. So if this thing's working, you're seeing video from this session 5. The light's flashing, so I'm assuming it's working. That's a good sign. See my room. Anywho, we're going to try this and download the video and see if it works. If it does, we're going to call it good. One thing I did learn on taking this thing apart, be careful of that record button on the top, because mine came off. I broke it off. Had to glue it back on, unfortunately. So hopefully this thing will stay working. I glued it back on with super glue, but I don't know how long it'll stay there. So I think that works. I'll give it a couple days. I'll probably try to use it. I don't know if I will or not, but I'm gonna see how long the battery lasts, just sitting there. And if it works again tomorrow or later this afternoon, then I know the battery's gonna be good. But I'll report back if I have any issues with it. See if I can get some more screws for it, because I don't know where they all went, but they disappeared. Anyway, we're gonna call that a day. So as always, stay great. We'll talk to you later.